Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The Eastmont School District is planning a community meeting to inform the public about their upcoming bond election. Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson has proposed a bill to increase the state's maximum penalty for antitrust violations. And our cloudy, wet weather will continue into Saturday with winter weather conditions expected next week. More coming up in your local weather forecast. One of the two men charged in the murder of a Wenatchee teenager was sentenced today to just under 35 years in prison. 29-year-old Javier Valdez pleaded guilty in November to first-degree murder in the killing of 18-year-old Yair Flores, who was shot to death in his bed in August of 2022. Valdez also admitted taking part in a stabbing attack on a guard in the Chelan County Regional Justice Center while he was awaiting trial. He's been held at the Washington State Penitentiary in Walla Walla since that incident. Prosecutors and attorneys for Valdez had recommended a 30-year sentence for both crimes, but Judge Kristen Ferreira ordered the prison time to run consecutively, adding up to 417 months. Still awaiting trial next month is Marquio Leon Ford, the man accused of firing the fatal shots through a bedroom window in Flores's home. The Community Foundation of North Central Washington is expanding staff and programming this year to increase their philanthropic efforts across the region. Claire Odie, current Director of Community Grants, will move to a new role as Director of Community Engagement and will work to connect NCW organizations with similar missions to help them build community with each other. Taking over Odie's current position is Jennifer Short, who will manage the Foundation's grant program and oversee local advisory boards. The foundation will also begin a new civic leadership program in partnership with Our Valley, Our Future and Thriving Together North Central Washington. The program aims to encourage families, parents, and community members to get involved with their local government and bring new voices to leadership roles. The Eastmont School District is planning a community meeting to inform the public about their upcoming bond election. The district is asking voters to consider a $117.1 million school construction bond in the upcoming February 13th special election. The last $185 million bond proposal made by Eastmont failed in 2022 after falling short of the 60% supermajority it needed to pass. The targets of this bond include the modernization of Cascade, Kenroy, and Lee elementary schools, construction improvements to Rock Island Elementary School, and safety and security upgrades to all schools. The informational meeting will be held at the Eastmont Parks Community Center on Wednesday, January 17th at 6 p.m. One adult and one child have died from influenza. The Chelan-Douglas Health District reported today. The health district said the adult's death occurred at the end of November and the child passed away in December. Statewide, there have been 16 confirmed deaths caused by the flu this 2023-24 flu season to date, that according to the Washington State Department of Health website. The flu can cause mild to severe symptoms that include a fever, cough, sore throat, and vomiting, and the CDC recommends an annual flu vaccine for everyone over the age of 6 months as the first step in protecting against flu viruses. Other preventative measures include washing your hands often, avoiding touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, and avoid close contact with anyone who is sick. When we come back, an appeals court says Okanogan County may have acted too hastily when it passed its new comprehensive plan in 2021. The bill to create Washington's first Smokey Bear license plate has been pre-filed in the Washington legislature, and the fire agency that protects Soap Lake and surrounding areas has a new tool in its kit. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Abby says thank you to our thousands of pizza-loving friends from our first 60 years. From our family to yours, thank you. This January, Abby's is proud to offer our classic Big Hawaiian Pizza at a very special price. Now at Abby's.com or join us in our parlor for a legendary pizza tradition.
The Apple Blossom Top 10 process begins on Monday and Tuesday, January 8th and 9th, right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Coverage brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Gold supporter, Town Auto Group, and by Apple Valley Honda, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista of East Wenatchee, Together for Youth, Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, and Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Watch the Apple Blossom Top 10 here on the NCWLIFE channel.
An appeals court says Okanogan County may have acted too hastily when it passed its new comprehensive plan in 2021. Two Methow Valley citizens groups are suing over the adoption of the plan, which governs future growth and development in the largely rural county. They say the plan fails to protect water and natural resources or to prepare for wildfire risk. The county asked to dismiss that lawsuit, saying it was filed too late, but a Superior Court judge ruled that the lawsuit can proceed, and the State Court of Appeals agreed in a ruling issued this morning. The appellate court also says Okanogan County's appeal failed to show that it provided advance notice to the public that the comprehensive plan would be adopted. Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson has proposed a bill to increase the state's maximum penalty for antitrust violations. The top penalty for companies that engage in anti-competitive practice in Washington currently stands at $900,000 and includes antitrust violations such as collusion, price fixing, and monopolization. The new bill proposes increasing the maximum penalty to up to 3 times the profit illegally gained or the losses avoided. The bill has been pre-filed in the Washington House of Representatives. The new legislative session begins on Monday.
Jefferson Robbins for NCWLIFE. The bill to create Washington's first Smokey Bear license plate has been pre-filed in the Washington legislature. If passed, license plates could be available for purchase as soon as October of this year. This marks the Department of Natural Resources' first license plate and the first plate dedicated to wildfire prevention in the state. The initial cost for a plate will be $40, with a yearly renewal fee of $30. All funds will go to the DNR to support work against wildfires across the state.
The fire agency that protects Soap Lake and surrounding areas has a new tool in its kit. Grant County Fire District 7 is the proud owner of a Pierce Arrow 4x4 engine, adding new capacity to its fleet. The engine was financed by more than $27,000 in donations through the Fire District's Auxiliary Club. It joins a 750-gallon brush truck that was also purchased through donations, which was brought into service back in July. Coming up next, we will bring you our weekly Pause for Pets feature with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, when we will introduce you to Isa the dog. Rain showers are expected through Saturday, with snow and much cooler weather headed our way next week. I'll have all the details coming up in your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Let Merry Maids custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee help. Merry Maids cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if only you had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties, Merry Maids, let us help.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
What once was old now is new to the NCWLIFE channel. Tune in for Bonanza, Superman, The Andy Griffith Show, The Beverly Hillbillies, The Invisible Man, The Lone Ranger, and The Lucy Show. Check your program guide for classic programming on NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
It's time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's featured pet is a polite young lady who's great with kids. Meet Isa.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager here. And this beautiful girl is Isa. Good girl, Isa. Yes. Isa has been with us for, I want to say about 6 weeks now. And she needs a home. She's about a year old, and she came to us as an owner surrender, again, because of landlord issues, which seem to be a bit of a problem here in Wenatchee. But she is just delightful. Since she's still so young, she would benefit from somebody with a little understanding of training, maybe. Maybe a single dog home, or if you do have a dog, somebody who could guide her a little more. Yes, good girl. Yes, she's so smart. She knows how to shake and how to sit. She's one of the fastest sitters we have. She's a girl with big feelings, but she has gotten our hearts. She's a wonderful girl. Yes, you are. And she's so pretty. We think that she is part terrier, maybe a little bit of pit in there. She's got really adorable ears and spots. She's just a great girl. She just wants to be with a family, and we want her to have one too. We don't know how she is with cats because her last family didn't have any. But we think, we think she might just be great as your only child. Yes, you're a beautiful girl. Yes, you are. Yes. If you'd like to come and meet Isa, we are open Thursday through Tuesday, 11 till 6, and we would love you to come meet her.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. Boy, a lot of low clouds out there today, even some foggy conditions. We did see that throughout the afternoon. This looking down at the Wenatchee Valley from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights. And yeah, we had a lot of those low clouds. And that was also the case up north around the Brewster-Pateros area. And we had a lot of that around north central Washington today. We do expect some lingering snow showers to develop as this system moves through. One already moved through into the panhandle of Idaho. And there is our next round of moisture. But check this out. 12 to 18 inches of snow is possible in Stevens Pass. We are talking tonight through Friday. If you are traveling that way, be very aware of that. Also, Stevens Pass, 8 to 12 inches of snow is expected overnight tonight and then again on Friday. So winter travel conditions for sure as you're traveling west. And we have winter headed our direction. We talked about a weather pattern change since the first of the week. I think our real change will happen as we get into later in the weekend. We could see periods of light snow. I think that'll mainly be on Saturday mixed with rain. Our temperatures will still stay fairly mild into Saturday. Look out in Stevens Pass, 5 to 10 inches of snow over the weekend. And here we go, Monday and Tuesday. I think our best chance that we will see some snow, even in the valleys. We could see between 2 and 5 inches. 8 to 18 inches expected over Stevens Pass. And folks, we are getting much, much cooler. We'll talk about that coming up. But today, our high temperature, we didn't warm up all that much. We started off the day at 36 and we got all the way to 38 today for a high. 32 is our normal high, 23 our normal low temperature for this time of year. 51 is our record. That was set in 1984. Our record cold, a very frigid 7 below zero, and that was set in 2004. We did pick up another 1/100th of an inch of precipitation. That now sits us at 19/100ths of an inch since the first of the year, and we're actually almost 1/10 of an inch above where we should be for this early part of January. 7 inches of snow still. That will change as we get into next week. Sunrise 7:48 this morning and set this afternoon at 4:24. All right, let's take a look at those Friday temperatures. Really not bad out there. We will warm up, most of us anyway, to near 40 degrees. Wenatchee, we will see 40, low 40s in Quincy, Ephrata, and Moses Lake, and then upper 30s as we travel up the I-97 corridor into Omak. 38 for Leavenworth and 36 your high temperature tomorrow up in Lake Wenatchee. All right, let's check out tonight. Now mostly cloudy skies. We will see a bit of a northwest breeze here in the Wenatchee area overnight tonight. A few clouds out there as well. Low temperatures around 30. Just some lingering snow showers in the mountains overnight tonight, but that's going to increase as we get into Friday. You can see that push of cloudiness into the state. That's when we expect Stevens to pick up that snow. 30% chance that we will see some rain mixed with snow. High temperatures, as we mentioned, near 40 degrees. But look what happens late Friday, and this is early Saturday. A 50% chance that we will see some morning snow on Saturday. Things will let up a little bit in the afternoon. We'll see high temperatures on Saturday in those upper 30s. Getting into the end of the weekend, our best day of all. High pressure in the Pacific will send a little bit of a ridge up and over us. We will see lots of sun on Sunday. That will begin our cool down, though, as we will see highs mainly in the mid and upper 30s. And then for Monday, a trough of low pressure sets up right below Washington State. We'll see a 60% chance of snow on Monday, and you can see it almost statewide with a little bit of rain in the south. Cooler too on Monday with high temperatures in those mid-30s. Moving into Tuesday, here's your morning commute, and it could be a messy one with another 60% chance of snow, and that could continue throughout the afternoon. We'll see high temperatures again dropping just a little in the low to mid-30s. There's that cold air stretching all the way down into Texas. And then for Wednesday, we'll start off the day once again with some morning commute snow, a 30% chance of that on Wednesday. Cloudy skies, and we're going to cool off some more on Wednesday. High temperatures only near 30 degrees as we get into midweek next week, and we're talking lower 20s as we get into the next weekend. All right, your 7-day forecast, 32 overnight tonight, maybe some evening showers on Friday, which will give way to a good chance for snow Saturday morning, about a 50% chance of the white stuff, 38. Sunshine on your Sunday with a high of 38. And then our snowy days come our way, especially on Monday and Tuesday. Snow likely both days, cooler with highs in the low to mid 30s. And then by Wednesday, morning snow and still cooler yet with high temperatures of 31. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I'm Eric Granstrom, the sports director for the NCWLIFE channel. We're here at Eastmont High School. We're going to be at Wenatchee High School. We've got basketball. We've got wrestling. It's all winter long. While you're out freezing your hind end off, we're inside staying warm. It's right here on the NCWLIFE channel. The Seahawks find themselves exactly in the same place they were a year ago, heading into the final game of the regular season. Seattle must beat Arizona Sunday and have Green Bay lose. Last year, the Seahawks topped the Rams in overtime, while Detroit surprised the Packers to help the Seahawks get into the playoffs. Coach Pete Carroll says this is do or die time.
It couldn't be any more obvious. This is the finish up here for the regular season, and we've got to get this game done. We've got to get what we need to get done here to have a chance to keep rolling. It ain't about really what's down the road. It's this game right now, right this time. And we've got to do some things better than we did. And we've had some times where we've been okay, but we got to get better. And so you want to, how can you get better in a week? Well, watch. We're going to do that, and we're going to change a little bit of how this thing happened in last week, and I'm anxious to see it come together. So it's always on this day is about back to basics and the fundamentals and doing the little things right. And so we got to capture this day and make sure it's a good one for us.
Seattle fell to Pittsburgh at home last weekend to put themselves in this must-win and get help situation. Linebacker Bobby Wagner says it's really pretty simple.
We just didn't execute, to be honest. There's really not much you can say about it. We didn't wrap up. We didn't drive. We knew they were going to come in. They were hungry, and we didn't do what we needed to get done to win the game. And maybe that's a mentality thing. At the end of the day, what you learn is you're professional, and whether you're an older player, younger player, whatever, when you go out there, you have a job to do, and you're always going to be graded on whether you did that or not.
Wagner was selected to the Pro Bowl this week, along with rookie cornerback Devin Witherspoon and safety Julian Love. Wide receiver DK Metcalf says Sunday's game represents everything Coach Carroll has preached all along. It's about finishing.
We got to finish the season off strong, and like you said, man, we need help just to get in the playoffs. But, once you get in this position, you just start looking back at all the games that, you should have won or the plays that you should have made. And then, the plays that you should have made just start to catch up with you. But it all just goes back to just being consistent and just being, the same executing offense that you were, these past couple of weeks that we've been. So it just gives us something forward to look forward to next year. But, just finishing strong this year is something that we have to do.
Seattle and Arizona kick off at 1:25 Sunday afternoon on Fox. Packers and Chicago play at the same time at Lambeau Field. Well, the Seattle Kraken will try to continue momentum gain from Monday's Winter Classic win over Vegas. Tonight, indoors at Climate Pledge Arena. Seattle plays host to the Ottawa Senators in NHL play. The puck is set to drop at 7 o'clock. You can watch it on Root Sports Northwest. Well, the big news of the day in sports came out of the Wenatchee Wilds camp. Facing the dilemma of 0 draft picks over the next 5 years, Wenatchee traded away 2 of its best players today. Connor Geekie was sent to Swift Current for 3 players and 4 future draft picks. Matthew Savoy was traded to Moose Jaw for 7 draft picks, including 2 first-rounders. While General Manager Bliss Littler was quoted in today's press release as saying, "We wish we could have added some pieces to make a run at a championship this season. However, this was a move we needed to make for a sustainable future for our organization." Winnipeg traded away the farm to get top-line players for last year's run at a championship. As a result, when Wenatchee bought the franchise, the cupboard was bare in the form of future draft picks. Meanwhile, on the ice last night, Wenatchee suffered only its 3rd loss at home of the season. 6-2 defeat at the hands of Prince George. Austin Andrade had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
3-on-1 if they really move. Backdoor, one-timer, and a score. Goes to Schroen. Ripped through center. Got that one blocked with Landon Young. Trying to get it out of the zone. Could not do it. And in front, the pass from Vallis to Schroen. And the Cougars score to make it 2-0. The stick is Isogai. Thornton with a poke check. Knocks it free. Parizak has his stick lifted. Isogai brings it ahead. Wild looking for a good entry. Wood, wrist shot, top shelf, he scores! Riley Wood, he's got 1 in 5. He's got 1 in 4 straight wins for the Wild. With Parizak, gets to the net, backhand, forehand, save, rebound, they score. Waiting to put that second chance away in case it was there was Riley Height. He did put it away. Left wing circle for Wood. Pitches it through, and it goes to Friesen. Back to the near corner. Up top for Swart. He scores! Power play goal! And the Wenatchee Wild have cut this one back to 1. Frazier takes the draw. Cougars win the faceoff. Paul slings one toward the net. It is in as time expires. Funk sends it blue line and ahead. Down the wall for DeZane. Puts this one through. Wild trying to get this one to go the right way here. It's left behind in front of the net. Funk gets to it before G can. Lucas Sherbina, Dumansky plays it in the near corner. One-timer Funk, and catching the worst of it is Wu. It's put in the net, and the Cougars find it and score with Funk.
Wenatchee's back on home ice Saturday against Kelowna. That'll be at 6 o'clock. Wenatchee continued its winning ways in prep girls bowling yesterday. Wenatchee needed a pin count to survive against visiting West Valley. The Panthers won the first 2 games, only to see the Rams come back and win the 2 Bakers. Caitlin Cunningham had the high score of the day for Wenatchee with a 2:21. Ava Porter rolled a 2:07, while Sophia Johnson had a 2:02. Eastmont was on the road at Minda Lanes to face Davis earlier this afternoon. Moses Lake was bowling at Sunnyside. On the Les Schwab Prep Wrestling scoreboard from last night, Ephrata won a non-league match against Royal 42-24. Moses Lake upended West Valley on the road 43-33. There's a double duel happening today in Chelan with Omak, Quincy, and Cascade in town for matches beginning at 6 o'clock. Eastmont is hosting Sunnyside tonight at 7. It was a light night Wednesday night in prep basketball. Let's look at the scoreboard. Liberty Bell boys beat Bridgeport 75-51. Pateris topped Thorpe 67-34. Mountain Lion girls were also victorious over Bridgeport last night, 73-32. Lake Roosevelt beat Waterville Mansfield 56-47. On the schedule tonight, Cascade Christian visits Moser Lake Christian. Manson hosts Brewster. Entiat plays at Waterville Mansfield tonight at 7:30. The Tiger and Shocker boys will start the night off playing on the Plateau at 6. That's the same time for Pateris at Wilson Creek. Brewster plays at Manson at 7:30. We will feature Big 9 basketball tomorrow night here on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant Olson will be courtside as Wenatchee hosts Davis. The girls started off at 5:30. The boys will follow at 7 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.